All right, my next one is Half Right by Jimmy Eat World. And the main reason behind this one is I was going through probably one of the darkest times of my life.
Ooh.
This
sounds dark.
My girlfriend at the time, I found out, broke up with me mainly because I was still trying to get over my dad. So she broke up with me because I was too depressed and I was still like, I was still mending myself. It was shitty, but it was like, oh, okay, like, you want to listen to dark, depressive music and whatnot, I can only help you out for so long. And then it turned into whatever. And I wasn't against, like, she broke my heart, but I still didn't care. And this CD, Stay By My Side Tonight, actually helped me out a lot after my college breakup. And mainly because...
I think I'm going to kill her.
Don't. She's fine now. She's got a kid and whatnot. She's doing good. But, yeah, it ripped my heart, like, completely in half when she broke up with me.
This makes me a little mad.
Hey, but with great tragedy comes great songs, though. Especially,
you know what? No, that's the truth.
Yes. I'm sure a lot of people... now, sadly, this was not written by Jimmy Eat World. This was written by, like, I'm assuming, like, either unknown artist or friends of theirs. But this is the only track that, in their 5-string of songs that was on the CD, was not written by Jimmy Eat World. It was written by 2 other people, and I can't remember their names, but it was on the impact of the entire song. Like, really helped me with everything, especially with the whole other 5 songs in the CD.
I feel you.
And I'm sure people don't want to get, like, too depressive, so let's go to yours. Let's see if they make it a little bit happier.
Okay, we're down to the final 2.
Let's see. I got 2 more on my list. You're on your 3 and 2, and then you got my 2 and... You got your 4 and 3, and then you got my 3 and 2, and then...
I think I have 2 more left.
Yeah, I think you have 2 more, and then we have our number 1. So you have 2 more, I have 2 more, and then our both combined number 1 is what we got.
Okay. Okay, my next song is by the Beatles.
Ooh.
And it's called Get Back.
Well, what made you choose this next to the glorious standing of the Beatles? Oh no!
Technical difficulties?
We're having technical difficulties here, folks. Sorry about this. There we go.
Well, first off, who doesn't love the Beatles?
Well, I meant besides the fact that, who does not love the Beatles. Like, I'm sure there's some people who do. But I also found out people who hate the Beatles are Rolling Stones fans. And I don't know if it was like, because the Beatles and Rolling Stones are kind of like one and the same in the stylings of music, that maybe like, they were forced. I do know that happens a lot in the UK for some odd reason. Like, people who like Sex Pistols can't like The Clash, and vice
You know what?
versa.
Yeah, it's true.
And I didn't get it. I like both of them the same. Like, I didn't see where the argument or animosity comes from.
This song in particular reminds me of driving home from my grandma's house, sitting in the back seat of the car. I remember listening to this song.
My grandma as well. My mom had the Blue albums on tape, and it's like their greatest hits of like the 67 to 72 era. And it's all like, the experimental styles of them. And
classic Paul track.
Yeah. And I remember this song very well. And it really, like, it got to me. Like, I enjoyed the sound of it. I love that little, like, snare and whatnot. It's all good. I can't think of any bad thing with this song, to be honest with you.
No, definitely not. Yeah, basically this song is just sweet memories.
Both about grandmas.
Yeah.
So we hear this, all we think about is grandma's house. Yeah. Man, this makes me want some like apple pie. My grandma made a killer apple pie, yo. She's the bomb.
Go Paul.
You know, also for the longest time, I thought this was Ringo singing.
Really?
Yeah. Because Ringo gets a lot of, like... he doesn't really sing that much. But when he does sing, like, every song Ringo actually sang with the Beatles, I loved.
Octopus's Garden.
Octopus's Garden, Lady Madonna.
But I think Paul did Lady Madonna.
God, don't tell me this.
You keep getting those two mixed up. What is going on?
Well then, did Ringo sing "Why Don't We Do It in the Road"? Because if you tell me it was Paul, then
it was Paul.
God damn it! I need to learn my.
We got to go to the next song. We got to.
All right, let's go to the next song. Like we're done. I'm gonna be crushed on the internet and just being like, oh, wow, he sucked knowing all this stuff.
Okay, I don't know why this wasn't my number one, but.
It's because our number one is so brilliantly funny and amazing that, you know, it has to be number one.
And it's by my favorite group of all time. And I remember this video when I was a kid, how awesome it was. Sabotage by the Beastie Boys.
Ooh. Now, I too agree. Sabotage by the Beastie Boys. Amazing song. Even better music video. Mm-hmm. I flabbergasted by it when I first watched it. It like blew my mind.
Yeah.
And I didn't know, like, the person who made the Sabotage music video also made Buddy Holly.
Spike Jonze?
Yeah. And like, you get so amazed by like the thought process put into some of these music videos from back like in the 90s that you almost wonder like how come people went so simplified with their music videos that it turned into like just booty shaking and whatnot whenever like people used to have fun making music videos, you know.
Beastie Boys. I remember we had the cassette single of Sabotage, and I remember listening to it constantly. But I've always loved the Beastie Boys. First time I ever heard them, I was 2, 1988. Me and my older brother dancing around the room, listening to License to Ill.
Man.
Since then, the Beastie Boys have been the main musical influence and love for me.
I'm not going to say musical influence and love, but they were an inspiration to me.
What's even funnier is when Sabotage lost the MTV Video of the Year in '94 to REM. Michael Stipe was up there doing the award, and MCA rushes the stage, dressed up as Nathaniel Hornblower, interrupts Stipe, and says, "This is an outrage." He goes, "I directed everything for Star Wars."
Yes. I remember that. That was amazing.
Rest in peace, Adam Yauch, MCA.
Yes, rest in peace, Adam.
And
you are quite missed.
And the fucking fuzz bass line. Oh my god.
What
a riff.
No, this song definitely was like, it made you jizz your jeans a little bit every time you listened to it.
It sure did.
All right. Well, the next ones are mine. This next song is called, from a little group called Alkaline Trio, called Jacked on Green Beers. Once again, this is my college days showing themselves, and people are probably going to be depressed that, you know, I got into such, like, angry punk music whenever I'm clearly should be old enough to stop doing stuff like this. But no, once again, this always comes from depression, and like it
all does, man.
Like, as much as depression sucks to most people, I'm not gonna lie, like it does. Like, you know, if you're really depressed and you think like the world's getting you down, do not attempt taking your life, because I will say this much: I attempted, I failed, because honestly I thought life was better, worth living. But the funny thing about this song is, the one who introduced it to me, she was quite a drinker, and she had a story for every song. Like, you'd be impressed with like how many stories. Like, you could play a song, you'd play a song that you would like, okay, this is a song that somebody would just shut up and listen to. She had a story for it, like when it was the first time she heard it and everything else, and I was like, holy crap, she got a story for everything. And some of the stories were like quite intriguing, and like when she would drink, like, it would just be like, oh my god, like, she's really getting into the music and, like, starts, like, like, acting out the words and stuff like that. It's just great. Like, it was the funniest
Did you guys play charades?
We tried to, and it just turned into I just let her, like, show me, like, songs that she had, like, stories to, like, the weird ones, and, like, man, let me tell you, I found more music listening to her tell me stories about certain songs than I ever did or ever thought I could imagine trying to find this stuff on my own.
Have you ever gotten jacked on green beer?
I was sad that almost every...
This is now an interview, by the way.
Every time I have... every, like, St. Patty's Day, I've had a job. And... especially since I've been able to drink. Every St. Patty's Day I've had a job. And I've really wanted to get jacked on green beers. Like, it's been my goal that one St. Patty's Day, I will get jacked on green beers. And I will either A, be playing a show, or I will be just obliterated and I want to stay at home and puke into a can and just let it go. Like I'm hoping, it's a horrible thing to, like, hope for when you're pushing 30, but it's,
we got no morals or
yeah,
goals.
it's like I'm to that point where I feel I
do
deserve
anything, Nick.
out of all